It's always difficult to pinpoint exactly what someone's doing really well at this course because there is so many random things that can happen. What James Proctor's doing well on this course so far, every time we've checked in with him, he's making big putts.
Gannnon brings fear to the lead card. That's what he does. He's taken it to Ricky the last couple tournaments, and nobody really does that. Nobody's done that since Paul. I think I like the back and forth that those two have, and I'm just excited to see the battle.
He's been this close to catching Gannnon, but he falls just a bit short of the finish line. This time, Ricky's got the upper hand. When Ricky takes something personally, he takes it out on the course, and that's something you gotta watch out for.
What Goose has to do to get his first win is he has to take down two monsters who are just playing fantastic disc golf right now. He's gonna knock down some clutch putts down the stretch if he wants a chance.
How tomorrow is going to play out, that's the question that's almost impossible to answer on a course like this.
This course can take you out of that mode. Even if you're better than the other person next to you, it's who gets through and who gets to, the green and make your putt.
It's going to come down to the final hole.
I think tomorrow what happens is it comes down to 18 and somebody hits the island and somebody doesn't.
Hello and welcome to the final round of the second playoff event. We are here at the end of the 2024 season, the last event before the Tour Championships.
Yeah.
Front nine coverage, BigBarri commentary bringing you the action. Of course, once again in our pseudo-dudo Jomez collaboration here. Yeah, check this stuff out, guys. We got Felix, FollowFlight Felix in character form.
Wow.
It's really awesome.
I did the full 360 with it.
Yeah, well, it's agile, versatile clothing, so you can do all sorts of crazy stuff. Check these things out. They're awesome. I really, really like it. It's fully embroidered patches. No screen printing for these, which is really cool. Anyways, let's get into the disc golf, Paul, because we are here, final round. Good scoring weather, calm wind. It's kind of a chilly day, but it's a beautiful day for disc golf.
Yeah, it's perfect out. I mean, who doesn't like playing with just a little hoodie on? It's almost like the perfect weather. But these guys, they need to get focused because there's going to be people out on the course already just absolutely shredding. And they got a lot of pressure on themselves up here. I mean, you look on this lead card that we have and it's a bunch of monsters.
Oh, we got a guy who's lost one 4-round tournament all year.
Yeah.
One. He's lost one. It's the end of the season. He's lost one 4-round tournament all year. It's the World Championships, and that's 5 rounds, so it doesn't even count.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's lost one 4-round that wasn't the World Championships. Either way.
PDJ Championships.
The PDJ Championships was the one 4-round tournament that he lost. So yeah, it's we got a monster here with Gannnon Buhr who's playing as well as anyone ever has during this last stretch of the 3 or 4 events. And we've got a great battle with Aaron Gossage, Ricky Wysocki tied at the top, and we got James Proctor, already a proven winner on the Disc Golf Pro Tour this season, all on our lead card today. It's going to be a great battle. Hole 1, voted by many the greatest starting hole in the sport of disc golf.
From Grand Junction, Colorado, Aaron Gossage.
We are here later than we've ever been before, and I'm not complaining. The color change has just been captivating this week. Oh boy.
Big hyzer.
Oh boy, once again. Right on the road. Oh, big skip off the road. Maybe a bad skip, actually. Holy moly.
It's a bad skip.
From Scottsdale, Arizona, Ricky Wysocki.
Just a random spot to hit, right there on the road. Best landing area
or something. I've never seen one skip like that on this hole, ever. Been coming here since 2009.
Oh, this is the one you're looking for. That looks like a perfect flex to me.
Yep, late hyzer back towards the middle.
Oh yeah.
Short forehand from there.
From Urbandale, Iowa,
I love this tee shot. I think it's so fun. It's a combination of power and control. You can't just throw it anywhere. You love for it to be near that road. Gannnon getting a little bit of turn. This is going to head out towards those left side Christmas trees.
Yeah.
California, James Proctor.
Depends on what line you get over there, you know? If you have a swing or if you don't.
Yeah, I mean, I think when it comes out of your hand, you know you're going over there, you can chalk it up to a bad shot. You want to be as close to that road as possible.
Yes.
And this is going to be in the middle of those trees. So, like you said, it really comes down to what you're left with, but just not the accuracy that you're looking for off the tee for Gannnon and James, and unfortunately a bad skip for Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron hit it exactly where you want to hit it.
Such a bad break. He still might have a good look at it because he's not deep in the woods, and he might be able to just lean out with the forehand. We'll see what he's got left. Proctor having to just lay up. And indeed, I think Aaron is going for it. And the break ended up being a really bad one for Aaron. He's going to miss the mandatory. 1 year ago, everyone's clapping because that's safe.
I like that. You don't get away with a bad shot now. Has to be right down the down the gut.
This is the way everyone wanted to play anyways. And so now they have this beautiful structure. Like I said, it commemorates all the past champions. Pass by there, tip your hat to them. Ricky does well with his approach.
And this is fine for Gannnon. This is so close.
Yes.
Keeps it low, slides it up.
Yes, sir.
Smart. If you're left or right, you have a chance to hit the rock wall and bounce back.
Correct.
Proctor just laying up.
Saw Ezra Robinson make this big par save yesterday, and Goss does not give it the height. It'll be a starting bogey. So an opportunity for Ricky to grab 2 strokes right off the bat.
He's going to do that.
Yes, so it'll be a 1-stroke lead over Gannnon, who's even closer. Gossage will fall down to a tie for 3rd place with Proctor. No, actually, I think he still has Proctor by a stroke.
Proctor's going to remain at 21 under. Okay, already a little shake-up. Let's move ahead to hole 8. Corey Ellis, putting together a round. 6 in a row to start.
Wow. He loves this place. My goodness. Look at this.
How about we make it 7 of the first 8? That's a wild start. Yep.
Watch out. Corey Ellis all the way to 22 under. Is Rick's putt getting smoother?
Every year.
Yeesh. Look at all those players at 22. Something interesting about this event I didn't even think about until earlier today. The last 2 years, we've had chase card champions. 2 years ago was Simon Lizotte. Last year, Matteo takes down his first and only Elite Series win. What's it going to take for a chase card champion today?
A lot under par with these monsters in control of the tournament. You would have to think 13, I would say.
It's got to be double digits.
Yeah, 13.
Ricky, high, wide, not turning back enough. Does it get lucky? One could argue that's a bit lucky.
And you know the guys chasing also know that. They're thinking 13 at worst.
A bogey almost. Like 1 or 2 bogeys ends your
You're
chance.
done, yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That was just a Good old-fashioned shank. Proctor comes over the top of this one and just a bullet.
That's the good stuff.
The land hits the rock. At the top of that, you might have yourself a little 40-footer coming back. Just a great shot, though. Goss just took a bogey. He needs to correct it. This is not correct. Oh, great tree,
Very good. Yeah, I think that rock, that was a two-stroke rock. I don't think there's any chance Goss doesn't get up and down from the middle of the road where that drive was headed.
Yeah.
That was still an ill-advised, well, maybe not ill-advised second shot, just a poorly thrown one.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody still goes
Yes.
with his sidearm from there, for sure.
You're not going to just lay that up. It'll be a par here for Gossage on 2.
Could you imagine? He just has his worst drive of the season, and then he just makes it.
That's to an extent, maybe an exaggerated form of 2012 Ricky Wysocki.
Yeah. He's looking for one himself. Good shot, though.
If you haven't done it before, go back and watch Jomez's first video ever, the 2012 World Championships in Charlotte, North Carolina, just to see the evolution of the form for Ricky Wysocki.
Yeah, that's a good point. Just a little cleanup here.
And takes his time, as well he should. Important putt. You cannot start off with a couple bogeys. Not on this card. And a great birdie for Proctor. So that'll get him 2 back of the lead. This hole plays so much more difficult than it should. It's just right there in front of you, but it always feels like I don't know, just the fact that it goes up a little bit and it's 381, but probably plays like 410. Just a tough hole.
Well, this one plays all of 410 feet, I would say. Par 3. You got to throw something with either a lot of stability or just a little bit of stability, depending on the shot shape that you're comfortable with. The gap gets bigger the more overstable you use, and you're just trying to flex it back. Hit that line, bend it off the left side, and hope that you get some good ground play up there.
You said that you have had success on this hole. Do you go overstable?
Depends on the year.
Okay.
I have, but
oh boy,
typically
that was nice.
What I do is I just try to throw it as straight as I can.
Okay.
And I aim at the left side, and then a lot of times I pull it on accident down the fairway.
Accidentally on purpose?
Mm-hmm. This is so good. I think he took some off.
Yeah, just make the gap. Shot shape is the most important thing here. If you get all the way to the pin, congratulations. But hitting that line and avoiding the approach to save the par is huge on 3.
This is where Ricky's been, over on the right side, and this is gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep it from rolling on that right side.
Overstable disc, but just absolutely ripped. Does not quite have a chance to come back in the helix. So early tree hit. Actually, a pretty late tree.
Always online, Gannnon. Be nice to get one from deep here.
That's good weight behind it.
Yeah, it looked pretty good, didn't it? Ricky, 45. Oh, man.
Very well played hole. And the leader will grab a stroke. Does he get one on James Proctor? He does.
Awkward putt there. Anytime you have to straddle and you're going uphill, takes a different kind of angle and it's tough to get the power. If he has a normal stance, that's in every time. And I bet if it was just level, just that little bit up.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of different things he's combating for sure. Rick was combating about 50 feet uphill.
My buddies and I just helped grow the global disc golf community. Check it out. We got our favorite shirts at Quirky Goodies, and a percentage of the sales proceeds go to the Paul Macbeth Foundation. They build great disc golf courses all around the world. I picked up 3 shirts for myself. This one's my favorite. Hey, if you're like me and you're always looking for a discount code, use this one, JomezPro 15. That'll give you 15% off. QuirkyGoodies.com. Buy a shirt, make a difference.
Heading to hole 4. 246 feet of fun and creativity really is what it comes down to. Just try to hit that initial gap, go as straight as you can, pump the brakes. It was nice of them to put that OTB wall up there in the back, because if not, a lot of shots would just slide out the back.
Keep drifting. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's outside the circle. Putting back down at it. Early tree for James. That's going to be a tough save.
Imagine if he just made this. Just a jump putt.
Yeah, I've seen him make a lot of jump putts. Hits metal.
Yeah.
I've seen him hit metal on a lot of jump putts too. That was one of them. Did he hit the bucket? Did he catch a little bit of it?
Who's going with the standout lift throw? Hits the gap.
Oh, that last one. Hole 4 strikes again with the shot shapes. I love it.
Tricky little upshot here. Gets through.
Yeah, beautiful.
Wow. Very good. Nice scramble.
You think that that's knowing the backside gap is there like that, or is that just kind of throwing it in the area and hoping?
I mean, you're just aiming at those trees. If you hit the trees, you know you got a putt.
Yeah, but it just ended up being perfect.
Yeah.
Very well done. Can Rick do it again? Look at this. Watch out, folks. Ricky Wysocki, 3 through 4. That's not the guy.
That was just on the stripe, too.
That's not the guy you're trying to trace, that's for sure. Ricky Wysocki, I mean, we've said it so many times before, but he's got to be the best front runner in modern era.
For sure.
I know, and I just don't want to say history because it's not, I didn't play enough time during the Ken Climo era, during the Barry Schultz era. But what I've seen from Ricky, I can say when he's got a lead, he's tough to track down. That being said, it's only 2 shots over Gannnon, who's also tough to track down.
Yeah. Hole 5, par 3, 262 over the water. Not an island green, but plays like it because everybody goes out over the water. And you got a little tiny area to land it in right here. If you miss this area, you go long. Plays like a small island. That's not an island.
And the reason is, if you know what an island looks like, it's not this.
Yeah. It's
so that's
connected
why.
by all the land.
And Rick's going to be 4 through 5. What I was going to say is I think it's the reason why they decided to change the rule.
Yep.
That if you cross in bounds, you get to take it from where it crossed.
I always wondered why that wasn't the case on a hole that was an island.
Yeah, just, well, it looks like an island, minus the shape of it.
Minus what it is. Anyways, 2 great shots from Ricky and Gannnon.
Oh, Proctor.
This is pulled.
Wide. Oh,
it's
gets
perfect.
back in time. Gave it plenty of height. Yeah, of course.
Goss, 1 over after 4. Not the recipe. He's got to get on it and quick.
It goes a little tight on the forehand and ends up great.
Oh,
Ends up really great.
it's great action on whatever you hit over there.
I gotta tell you what, though, this is no gimme putt. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Why did I not think the putt that was going in dead center was going to stay in?
Gannnon, easy peasy. That one kind of looked like it was coming out.
Stop trying to beat the basket off the cage, off the top of the OTB stand. Even though it may have been a bit scary, Proctor comes back in time. And we got a good old-fashioned star frame and a donation to charity on behalf of JomezPro. Obviously going to the Edge Foundation.
Corey Ellis still 7 through 10. That's the best that we got really on. Kind of slow on this front 9 for a lot of people. Corey, the only one that really kind of got most of them.
A bit surprising. Just with the wind down, the course is, it's got that feeling in the air that someone's gonna have to do something big.
Yeah.
And so far we're not seeing it yet, except Ricky Wysocki is the one who's stepping up to the plate.
Yes.
So if somebody wants to win this thing that's not named Ricky Wysocki, we're gonna have to see something big.
Yeah, show me something.
Oh boy.
Safe. Wow, that's a huge break.
It's almost still a guaranteed bogey.
Oh, for sure. But 5's.
Yep. It's got to be the most double bogeyed hole in the course. Actually, it's hole 18, but then 6 is right behind it. But it's always going to be those 2 holes.
Proctor going with the sidearm. Sidearm flip up.
Yes. Does it get through the inside line? Oh, the big tree. But you know what?
It's a putt.
That's a good reaction.
I don't know what they have.
Yeah, there's a lot of times when
Guardian.
you've got
Yeah.
2 trees you got to split. But he's probably 40 feet away. Uphill putt. This is looking pretty good for Goss if this slows down. Yeah, let's slow down.
Yeah, that doesn't look great.
It's going to be a trick putt. I think.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's about as good as you can really do from back there. Sometimes if you're close enough to the wall, you can go for the super scary shot where you throw the hyzer out of bounds over the wall the whole way.
Oh.
I was wondering if we were going to see that at some point this week. Off the cage OB, but Ricky, stay safe.
Oh, good height.
Proctor's close, you know. He keeps stepping up. He's close. Had the putt on 3. Didn't knock it down. Had a putt on 6. Didn't knock it down.
Gannnon from a knee.
There it is.
Ooh.
Just so you guys know, this is first time watching any of the coverage. I didn't watch live. I didn't follow the cards or anything like that. So I don't know what.
Goose.
And Goose misses his putt.
Okay, tension on the lead card. I can
No
feel it now.
doubt.
After this hole, everybody bogeys?
No.
Well,
Gosson.
yes,
yeah.
I know.
Okay.
But it seemed like we had a lot of birdie putts.
Not a lot of clapping with a lot of spectators.
Yep. I don't think there's going to be any giggling going on between competitors either at this point. Typically, a hole like this shuts people up and puts them in their zone, you know?
Agreed. Got Gavin Babcock on 8. Wide hyzer. And it is in the bullseye. 3 color guard greens is what you want to see.
Why do they throw the putts in like that? That one looked like it was coming out too.
The results is why.
Yeah.
I mean, they catch most of them.
What's up, guys? It's Ezra Robinson, and I'm here to show you how to use bird sauce from Dirty Birdie. Put a little dab on your fingers or wherever you want grip. Once you fan it, get some air on there, turns to chalk, and this will stay on for 6 to 9 holes. Clips to my bag, super easy, and I don't have to worry about it every single hole.
On to 7. This can be a tricky one with especially the lack of, I don't know, something. A lack of
Energy.
Yeah, that's what we're missing right now. That's a pretty daunting gap off the tee for a shot you have to throw over 400 feet. But the shot shape's there in front of you. Forehand flip up, backhand late turn.
Sweatshirt off. Does this have the height?
No,
Okay.
no. And maybe if it weren't turning over, but the combination of the turn and the low shot just was never going to work. This has got something here. Yeah. Call it 25 feet, maybe 23.
Great shot. That's exactly what he needed. Ricky been playing this hole fantastic. And
Oh,
that's
watch
an
out.
Awful kick. What's over there?
Sparse trees, options, but none of them are great. Scramble coming.
He's
better.
got company.
It's better than what's over there.
So Gannon's in
He's a lot shorter, and he's got to still get over the hill and down the hill and then back up the hill.
okay. I think he likes his line.
Yeah.
I like his line. Yeah.
Yeah. Great shot. Yeah, if Gannnon cashed that putt in the last hole, that's a certified hot start, 4 through 6. Miss it, go OB, and it just kind of puts you where everyone else is at.
Yeah.
Good shot for Rick.
Good. Goose can snag one on everybody.
Oh, Proctor.
And 2 on Proc.
Leaky. Can't afford those mistakes early.
No.
Can salvage it right here. And off the band, unforced air bogey for James Proctor. Goss steps up in a big way right there. A little shuffle step. Get some pep in your step there, young
double
man.
shuffle.
Oh,
Hit him with the double shuffle.
oh.
He gone.
You're going to see that on the next football celebration.
Couple of cleanups here
Yeah.
from these guys.
Those are good pars from left side, out by the road, left side of the road. It's good stuff there for Rick and Gannnon.
So Aaron gets within 2. Proctor with the bogey. Drops 4 back. Look at that power.
and he stores it up there and releases so quick.
You know, in the beginning, you were talking about the second card sneak attack, and at this point, with how slow these guys are going, I'm surprised we haven't seen somebody jump up really in the mix from that second card.
3 through 7's not too bad, though.
Yeah, but you can get them all. You know, like Corey.
Corey did it.
Yeah.
I mean, nearly 6 through 7.
Typically, what I'm saying, in the last however many tournaments, there's always somebody on second card.
Yeah.
Seemed like getting them all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is just not that course. You know, if you do, though, you're jumping so many people.
Just on a day like today, it's calm right there in front of you. Go in the hole.
Go in the hole. Oh, the shadow. It's a shadow ace. And that's a Aaron Gossage smile right there. That is a sigh of relief. Well, sigh of relief. It's just always a little bit of tension going into this tee shot. You never want to go to that drop zone. Good feeling there.
He played this hole really well this week. The one time that he missed, knocked it down from the drop zone.
Gave the crowd what they wanted to see.
I want to see ace. I'm not part of the crowd, though.
I mean, I want to see an ace too, bud.
Oh, this gets through those trees. No.
Yeah,
that was going in,
that was
maybe.
my fear. If you give it enough power with the width of the forehand to go in, you're challenging that tree. If you don't have a chance to ace, you're probably going to be parked.
How straight is this thing?
Wow.
That was
Beautiful.
the straightest shot I've ever seen for a long time. Wow. Great shot from Proctor. Good little bounce back.
Uh-oh, that's a double. That's how fast it is.
Yep.
Fastest double bogey you'll ever take. Like, the 2 and the 5 take nearly the same amount of time to play. You know, it's just like one more tap out away from the same score. Minus that stinky little 65-foot death putt. And there's nothing there to stop it from going in the water.
Except for that Navy SEAL.
I don't see him.
Snuck up on Gannnon.
I saw a disc just fly out of nowhere. Great park job for Rick. Grab some Halloween candy over here on the wall on the way over to hole 9. And the 8 holes have done their job once again, and we salute them.
Look how straight this thing went.
That's
oh my
beautiful.
Goodness. Gannnon 5 back with 10 holes to play.
Yeah, man. It's a little crazy. What is this? It's a 4-round tournament. This is not the script. This is a little bit weird. Where is he going to dig deep and take this thing down? You know, where does that happen?
Yeah, it's like that little meme with the guy poking the stick and he's saying,
do something.
Yeah, do something. All right, Aaron's been just absolutely blasting this thing. He blasted it again.
Does it get flat? If it gets flat and around the corner, then I think a good break. Because yesterday he did the same thing, had to pitch out. There you can actually do the forehand over the hill and get to the green.
Okay.
I think.
Ricky Heiser
Yeah, this is not
smoked.
nearly the same thing he did yesterday. Just maybe 10 feet short of where he was yesterday. I think he was like right by that tee pad. See what he's got left.
Proctor got the little flip. How far does this go?
Perfection.
Okay.
Best drive you'll ever see in the hole.
We might. Well, we will. He has to go for the green from there.
Oh yeah, yes. Proctor's got to be aggressive from here on out.
I haven't seen anybody get to that spot and get the birdie, so I'm excited. Gannnon.
You mean like the specific spot where James is at?
Because Ricky got a birdie.
Ricky got to the tee pad and threw a forehand to the island yesterday.
No way.
Gannnon comes up short. Does Ricky push the envelope here, or does he lay up? Looks like he's got layup eyes. Yep. But maybe. Oh, no, that was actually...
Was that a go?
I think that must have been a go. I don't think that he throws it that hard laying up.
But it was so soft out of his hand.
Yeah, it goes downhill so quick once you get to the top of this hill. You don't need a lot of steam. You just need the right aim.
Oh, wow.
Gossage is just playing the par 5 again. It's the par 4 position, bud. See if Proctor can figure it out. Whoa.
Just a 2. Our hardest hole ever.
So
awesome.
So difficult. Well, Gannnon will have a par. Ricky would love to have a par here. Jump putt from the short side of the creek. And Ricky will drop another stroke on the front 9.
Weird. That had to have been a layup gone bad.
You think?
Yeah. Because it looked like he thought it was fine. And out of your hand with a shot like that, you're not going to be like, you know what I mean? You're going to be wondering. He's running over the hill to check and see what's going on.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Good par there. Fantastic birdie.
And I to further that, I would say a couple times this week, I just tried to pitch around the corner with like a forehand turnover and found myself all the way at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
It just gets down there if you get the stability right. Like I said, it's not a speed thing. It's just getting the right glide and turn. And once you do, the disc kind of does the rest of the work. So unfortunately, Ricky had enough birdies in the front 9 to do great, but those 2 bogeys kind of hurt him a bit. 1-shot lead over Gossage, so pretty similar to where we started. Babcock jumping up the leaderboard, but he's only 4 down through 10. Still not seeing anyone really do much except for Corey Ellis there, 7 down through 13. But is he too far back?
Yeah. I mean, Corey's, if he gets the rest of them, yeah, he's too far back.
You think?
He's not too far back for a nice little podium finish or something, but I can't imagine this card just parring out. You know what I mean? And this is where we're at. Somebody's going to get on fire on the back 9 and get a lot of birdies.
I misspoke earlier in the week when I said the birdies on the front 9. The birdies are in the back 9.
Yeah, I agree.
There are some places on this front 9 where getting by with par is fantastic. And you could see that it reflected on the scores. We saw bogeys across the board for our card. Can they string together some birdies in the back 9 and give themselves a case to win this tournament? 9 more holes to go. See how it plays out.